let's go try out a smidge of multiplayer games. I've been streaming for a little bit over 3 hours. Let's make enough for one part of multiplayer stuff right now is what we'll do. Bonus episode. Bonus. No, I don't know. Let's see here. We'll have a look-see at the multiplayer. See what we've got going on here. Maybe I should, maybe with some other content creator friendos, I should, see about some things at some point. Like that Tailwinds nerd that I did, Splatoon 2 multiplayer stuff with before I even did my series on Splatoon 2. Ask him if he wants a rematch at some point or something. Pro match before you get a player name. Gotcha. Over to the lobby is your portal to online battles where you stash all your gear. As you splat forth in online battles, you'll level up and earn cash to boot. Buy level up and get cash so you can access and afford the freshest gear in Splatsville. Some battle modes are restricted to players at higher level too, so get that level up. First things first, why don't you check out the battle pod over there and select regular battle. That'll get you into a turf war battle. Team will have 3 minutes to ink the turf. And let's chat more Splat, let's get started. Nintendo's community guidelines apply to online play and be found on our website. Please be considerate of your fellow players. When you play online, your nickname and player data may be made public. Yeah, listen up, it's going down. Whoa! Oh my goodness, it went from like dark to super light pace now. My goodness gracious. Oh, and they'll say the battle stages there. What the heck is this? During Splatfest, you can use a conch shell. Oh, magic conch shell. What do I do to play the shell out machine once per day? Also play with cash like usual. Just 5 grand for the first play and 30 for every time after that. Conch shell to play. Okay. Let's see here. Regular battle, private battle, anarchy. I was gonna say something and then I forgot what it was. Oh yeah. When it comes to the single player content of this game, we have beaten the game now. So it's at the point where it's like, alright, the main stuff I wanted to do for my playthrough is done and I don't necessarily have to go back to the single player. But the levels honestly weren't half bad. And if there's like some super spicy secret level at the end, I'd be kind of intrigued. And this has wound up being like a good game if I like really want to ramble and tell stories and stuff. Player. Yeah, it's me, player. So are these just like computers? Oh, so you can kind of choose where you land. Interesting. Whee! Alright, time to get green. That's N's color right there. So, I'm representing here with the green and stuff. Anyway, so I'm not gonna make any guarantees right now that I'd be coming back to the single player content and continuing this series. I'll just put it as like a definite maybe right now. And if there's anybody, you know, tuning on to this series over on YouTube after the fact and would definitely like to see that, post a comment letting me know and maybe I'll feel like more inclined to do so. Because again, as I was mentioning earlier, like in this session, there's a lot of other games I want to get to on this channel. So, whoa, whoops, I'm dumb. I'm just a little bit silly. So like, I'll consider it, but at the same time, I kind of like having breathing room for other games at the same time. I mean, if I did continue with that stuff, it probably wouldn't take me super duper long. I'll definitely consider. I know that one. I have just passed here. So if I put that down, that's like, so that was probably not the place to put it down. That was probably not the place for that. Alright, so those two splat each other. Well, did I? No, I didn't. Yeah, you. Sucks to suck. Maybe it's not freaking computers. They have like a bunch of abilities. Like the names would imply to me that they're computers, but the fact that they have like a bazillion abilities while I don't. But you did also say that this first one's a tutorial match. It's not computers for the. Oh, it's a tutorial match, but that doesn't mean it's computers. Okay, well, I was under the impression that these were computers, so I was like really just chilling. Is what I was doing, quite frankly. Wow. Ow. Yeah. Players who have been playing for a little while, judging by all the abilities and stuff. My goodness gracious. Well, sucks to suck for my team being stuck with me, I guess. Sucks to suck there. You. But yeah, I mean, also when it comes to this, I was never super big into like anything shooter like. there have been some shooter games that I have played like briefly in the past, but I feel like the biggest reason why I'm not super big into Splatoon is a couple reasons. One is the range. Like, even though I haven't played a lot of shooters, the kind of things that I liked about them in the past is like long range kind of battles, you know? I'm just autopiloting it right now. I'll just put my brain on autopilot here while I'm rambling. Is actually having a range. And something like Splatoon, you have to fight like dudos that are like right next to you. You can't be getting like spicy distance shots unless you're using like the sniper rifle. Even that doesn't super do far. So I much prefer like ranged kind of battles compared to close quarter duels. I think we won this, guys. Is the case. And two, with the focus being on inking area and getting territory, there's not as much of a focus on, you know, the one-on-one kind of, well, I guess not one-on-one combat, just like the player-on-player combat, I guess. It's like it's player-on-player combat and territory gaining, as opposed to, it's using player combat as a means to gain territory by taking them temporarily out so they can't gain more territory and you can get that area, rather than the sole focus being on player-on-player combat. Ranked modes solve that turf issue? They know? Yeah, but I noticed how some of your opponents have cool-looking name displays called splash tags, and they're fully customizable to show off your personality. Wait. Looks like you might have a bit of an older date on your splash tag. If we can get that sorted out. Anarchy battles unlocked. Win one from the battle pot. Dune 3 anarchy mode. Gotcha. But the way that I've been like super into a few shooters in the past is just you know, more long-range kind of combat. And if I'm gonna use like Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare as an example, the few like close-range melee kind of ones like the Chomper, you actually have to get creative with things like the burrowing underground and stuff. And it's like, oh, that's kind of cool, rather than just like, you know, you can't just rush up to somebody, you're gonna get shot and die from those who do have range. So like the close-range ones have to get creative, you know. Makes me want to play some Garden Warfare now. Just in your register a new nickname and you'll be all set. There was some free PC shooter game that I played like way back when, and then like the one that I was big into was Garden Warfare, especially the first one. That's where it was at. Like the second and third one weren't as satisfying to make progress in, especially with like the third one having like time limited rewards and stuff that just killed my motivation to play, since it's like, well, if I didn't get all the rewards this month, that means I'm just never gonna be able to get them. As opposed to Garden Warfare 1, where if you put enough time, you could 100% the game, and I did. Was the case. I think, there's a sale going on right now, I think, that, where it came out on the Switch a year or two ago as well. I was thinking about getting it on sale just for the sake of having it on my Switch. What do you want to call yourself? You can change this later. Yep, Harmonia. Let's see here. Play more battles, right? Hit the join button if you don't mind. Yeah, I can do like a couple basic battles, like enough for this to be like its own part here. Looks good. Here's a nickname that violates Nintendo's community guidelines. May result in being restricted online play. Yeah. Alright, Harmonia 7018. Nickname registered. You've also received an ID beginning with that, just like its Discord. If you change your nickname, this ID will change. Oh. I like Discord, I think. I don't know, I haven't really changed my name in Discord before. Now that you've got a fresh Splat tag, it's time to get out there and make it famous. Multiplayer maps and modes have been updated. No one ever expects the range blaster in Turf War. Is that what you used? Now. Oh, just look back into this area. I thought I was just in this area. I did. Look how bright it is here. So is this like a little training area, essentially? Shows how much damage you do. Oh, with 100 being enough to kill a player. Okay. Yeah, I get why people like it, but it's not quite my kind of shooter, as I've said before. Games. Training area while keeping patches. Sting. Let's see here. How do I interact with this? Oh, now I can. I'll be Turbo. Splatfest region. Want to change your Splatfest region? Get stuff. No, I was not trying to watch replays. On Alterna. A pack of cards. I missed the pack of cards from Garden Warfare 1. Where was that? Scroll stick. Play mode complete. Where do you set, like, what side you're on for the Splatfest? You so grab a bite. Hello there, welcome! What is your first time here? Isn't it how Split? I do hope you'll regular here at Crab and Go. To boast bar food doesn't just fill your belly, it can help fill your experience bar, even your wallet when you grab a snack before battle. Oh, I meant to grab in the square. Oh, well, I was thinking before you order, dear. We don't accept cash here. I'm afraid you'll need tickets. Ah, well, that said, what can I get for you today? 8 my rank is up. Oh, that's one of the X mods of the channel right there. I don't know who Arcade is. I know who Spirit is. Used to be one of the mods around this channel, but eventually he started pursuing competitive Smash, and that wound up being the new focus in life rather than like a mix of things there. I guess he's played Mystic. This crusty shot of the food truck guy. Place him with a generic staff person and you're sad. Maybe he'll be brought back later. What the heck is going on here? Going on here, Splatfest. But yeah, so I kind of saw a little bit about this when I booted up the game before starting the stream, and I was like making sure the audio levels were a-okay. So I guess the theme is like, if you're stuck on a deserted island, what would you most want? Gear, rub, or fun? Now, when it comes, like, let's think about this realistically. Assuming you're there, like, long-term, yeah, gear might be the most useful. Assuming you're there, like, long-term, and actually able to survive and stuff, you're gonna need to keep yourself sane. So, even though it seems like, oh yeah, these two are practical, and this one is just purely, like, indulging in, you know, minor trivial things that just keep you entertained, do you realize how important that is on a desert island? You know, considering you're gonna drive yourself a little bit crazy without having things that keep you entertained. You can find food, you can make gear. Maybe not as high of quality as something that you know, maybe you start with. But if you are successfully able to survive long term, then like the one thing that you're gonna like really struggle to make is probably like fun in some like outside world kind of things. Like, I mean, you wouldn't be able to make the greatest of versions of this. I mean, if it had like better definitions of what the gear was, like if the gear included something like freaking a battery pack and solar panel, so it's like with enough patience you have infinite electricity, for example, it's like, okay, you're not gonna be making that, obviously, you know, or tools that you can keep on reusing instead of stuff that you have to make yourself that only gets like a single use and just barely achieves what it needs to achieve, you know? So, I mean, it really depends on what the gear is, per se. This is for sure finite, and you would have to, like, go find something yourself. But I feel like this is going to be severely underestimated. It's just like, oh yeah, these two camps are the practical ones. And this one is just the, one that are kids that just want to have, like, fun and treat it like a vacation. No, I'm thinking about this as, like, long-term survival, because you're going to freaking drive yourself insane. So, the most practical is either one on the end. And I feel like most people that think practical are probably going to go with this, so I'm going to say practical. What I'm going to do. Very Splatfest tea, but you gotta return after the fest, sorry. I bet you this is going to be the one that, like, loses the hardest. But, you know, think about it practically. You know? That Splatfest tea. Wow. So yeah, if I had, like, exact definitions, do the most popular ones lose? You what now? I'll see what winds up happening. Well, yeah, people would think, like, Shadowed Island, here or grub. Like, if you are successfully able to pull off surviving long term, you need to not go insane. So, as much as fun is seen as, like, something that's not necessary for survival, and I guess it's technically not. You need it if you want your mental state to survive, you know? I think I'm thinking about it pretty practically by choosing that, but what do I know? How the heck how do I start a multiplayer match battle thing? What do I do? Hi. What the heck? I need L swap. Where's the music from? I recognize it. It's not just an older Splatoon tune, is it? Coming from. I recognize the tune. Be able to walk into that room? That retro music coming from. Hey, it's that Guzma nerd. Whoa. Yeah, I'm doing a... Yeah, that one there. I just want to see what's up here. How's it going today, Guzma? Little area. Oh. Strange. It's be weird sometimes. Hi. Look like you'd be a bartender on SpongeBob. Be completely fed up with SpongeBob's crap. Yeah, I just got that in a text notification. I just checked my watch and saw that you sent a response there. We just beat Splatoon 3 not that long ago. Just covering like some multiplayer kind of stuff. And then I'm gonna wrap up the stream here pretty soon. Oh, well, now it's working, I guess. Regular battle, hop into a turf war battle. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. So, I guess if you... I don't know how it works for like joining in with friends, but you can join in if you'd like. Mythic. Had your phone on Do Not Disturb, so you never got the notification until you opened the app? Oh. It was funny because I started responding to you out. You sent a text to me yesterday, and I started responding like immediately. Was the thing. But I guess if you had it on Do Not Disturb, I think today was pretty alright. I was just catching up on university readings, preparing for my history class tomorrow. I'm really glad that I'm not leading discussion tomorrow. I got the leading discussion done with by I'm really glad that I got my presentation done last week, so I don't have to worry about doing a presentation anymore. I don't have to worry about that. That's pretty neato. Hopefully this next week will be a little bit more chill, and this, you know, session of readings will be pretty A-okay. The next battle if a slot opens up, okay. Many papoos. Hope you are doing well today, Guzma. Hopefully it wasn't too busy, too stressful. This was a map in Splatoon 2, wasn't it? Didn't I do this one against Tailwinds? I could have sworn. Could have sworn this was one that I did against Tailwinds. Tailwind Z. You're God. What do you do? Yeah, that was a question you asked in text message asking if you got it done today. What, the discussion thing, Bob? Is yes, that, wait, did I not answer it in my response the other day? That I did my presentation? Maybe I did. Maybe it wasn't one of the subjects that I broached. I thought it was. Yeah, let's see here. The 4 Splatoon 1 maps got major renovation, whereas Splatoon 2 maps are mostly the same. Goddamn. But, let's see here. You basically just worked over 70 hours the past 7 days. Jeez. But you're gonna finish it today to get some sort of... No, that's a group project, not the presentation. That was the group project thing, Bob. What was going on there? Had the whole weird situation with it. Not the presentation. The presentation was like me on my own leading discussion. My history class for a little while. I don't know how to get out of there. Not a clue. You forgot Miss Pickle! Okay, well. These areas and stuff. Also, Guzma gifting a sub here. I appreciate the gifted sub there, Guzma. Take that! I didn't forget the pickle this time. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't check the alerts before the stream to see what the volume depth was like. Cause you know how I recently did like a temporary fix to my audio stuff? Yeah, I took the time before the stream to, like, set it back to the way that it normally is. It seems like the volume is pretty alright. What I could tell. Okay, I appreciate the 20 bits there, Mythic. But yeah, and I appreciate the gift sub there, Guzma.
Pickle, though.
I appreciate it. Welcome on into Team Enharmonic, Enzos. That is a 6-month resub, actually, so welcome on back in that case. Really? Wow. Yeah, Splatoon pours Pickle, though. The spotting was brutal. Against someone with, like, the basic default weapon and no abilities like me. Additional attributes, anything like that. It's a basic bish. Wow. Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck, I guess. God, I don't think that one. Yeah. Whereas you've seen that name before in this stream. And this here live stream. Well. Well. That's like the Splatoon. Yeah. Case. I'm getting a lot of notifications. This is the case. Things that I will address after the stream is Kills 1, #1 overall splatter. I cool. There's waiting to keep going. Is that a mythic that's waiting to join is what that means? Oh yeah, it is. But yeah. How was Splatoon 3? It was interesting. I still don't think I'm like a super big Splatoon person, but I feel like this is probably my favorite out of the 3. What happened with Xenoblade Chronicles 3? What do you mean what happened with it? Beat it. I did beat it. I really like the game, but I feel like it's my least favorite of the series. Splatoon 3 here was like I liked it, and I feel like it was my favorite of the series, whereas Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was like I loved it, but it was probably my least favorite of the series. My opinion is probably no, I beat it on stream. I beat it like a week and a half ago? Something like that? Beat it a little while back. Oh, you can find the stream in a stream. If you go to collections, or if you want me to like actually directly link it, I can do that. 'Cause I always keep like the full stream as a highlight. So if you don't want to wait until like, you know, December for when it gets uploaded on YouTube, I can just give you like the collection link. Something like that. Yeah, I came back later and finished it off. I think it was when I started streaming a different game, and I grinded in Xenoblade 3 a decent bit off camera. So I think I was streaming some other game, and I knew that I only had the final boss left in Xenoblade 3, so I decided to switch to Xenoblade 3 mid-stream, and I beat it. I don't remember what I was playing, like, initially. But yeah, that whole Xenoblade 3 stream is saved as a highlight, so if you just, like, check the highlights on this channel, you can find it. Is the case. If you want to see the stunning conclusion, I wasn't sure how to phrase it for a hot second there. The absolutely breathtaking conclusion. Pew pew pew. Oh no, Mythic got dead. Not like this. Make a funny joke saying the other form of Z after the last phase was another super secret final phase. It's ZZ again. Because the first time wasn't spicy enough. Ow. Trying to get on out of there. Yep. Alright, back I go. I do kind of like the new spawning thing. Pretty neat touch. Many pews. This upper area is interesting, isn't it? Interesting thing. Are they still teleporting to like allies? Is that still a thing that you can do? I saw a symbol that looks something like that thing from the previous games. Is what it kind of looked like. It did. Okay. Ah, my nose is itchy at literally the worst possible time. No, don't give me the suck. I do not consent. I guess that's the thing that like sucks in your ink and sends it back. I believe that Zed is quite literally a manifested memory of Zanza and Klaus. I found out that Klaus and Zed have the exact same lines from both. Huh. Or are you saying like Zed and Klaus? Or Klaus and Close and Zed have that. I'm dumb. Close and Zed. I read that as close and Zed rather than. Okay. You typed it right. I read it wrong. Was the case. Whoops. Yeah, I've actually been seeing some interesting theories going around. Talking about how Zed is kind of like a manifestation of like Klaus's will's like kind of bastardized in a way. I think it's intriguing. Or Janito. I'm winning one and then I'm wrapping it up. That was my plan. Video where it's all text. What, Mix's channel? That's a Mix's style of videos. They use a weapon actually capable of spreading ink. Hey, there's just me that's using the splatter shot June. I mean, ability unlocked. Yeah, Mix has made a whole bunch of videos. Oh, I got a whole bunch of abilities that I don't know what the heck they are. I have no idea. Not a clue. And yeah, it seems kind of intriguing. It seems like there's a lot to unpack with the Xenoblade 3 story. I didn't like the story. I feel like it tells an incredible story. It just kind of tells it in like a kind of rough way compared to the other two, in my opinion. In my opinion there. I've started working on my script for the video essay. Has been the case. It'll probably be a while before it's out. Is literally Ionios? Probably. That was my guess there after seeing some material. But I've also seen like some interesting theories going around that actually present like some interesting arguments for otherwise. But the game itself seems to most strongly imply that console is. Yeah. And once I get into like post game, I hear that like some things will be made a little bit clearer, but we shall see. I imagine the DLC will probably, shed some light on things. We shall see. Speaking of shedding light on some things, I am a little bit curious about the complete picture of the lore of Splatoon 3 here. Not curious enough that alone is going to get me to, go out and freaking 100% the main story just to see how, like, the lore develops and stuff. With the humans and stuff. I might still potentially go back and play the other levels. Just because they actually are kind of fun. I'll certainly think about it. But not just to see them. Not just for that. If you can go right to allies, I don't know how you do it. Not quite sure how it will be done. In the case. But yeah. First they make a lot where you have to research and a lot of looking around just to put the pieces together. Why not include it in the main story? Yep. That's how I feel there. Or things that are like really important to the story, like freaking Senna's side story, for example. That turns Shania from like generic baddie who's here to be a generic baddie to stand in your way into an actual character. Like in the main story, Shania is just like, yeah, I'm just like a evil person who's gonna stand in your way just because I need to be an antagonist and stuff. But then in Senna's side story, it's like, oh, she's an actual person now. Why isn't Senna's side story required for the thingamabob then? Because that seems kind of important, Thanks, Japanese developers. I don't know if I'd say it's because they're Japanese developers, but put down the thingamabob. I don't even know what it does exactly, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, take that, hippie king. Yeah, so you can go towards allies. Case. I just don't know exactly how you do it. Oh, you can't paint the trees anymore? Yeah, joke, a very bad joke. Gotcha. Surprise! Gosh dang it! Almost got this freaking surprise. Squeal. I guess that's how you do it. Not like I can do it right now. Oh, could have gotten that area there. Could have gotten that. Oh my good gracious. Good lord, what is happening in there? Time to die! Everybody dies! Ah! Always has to be itchy at like the worst possible times. I don't know how you got me from around the corner. Okay. That's how you do it. Gotcha. It all makes sense now. I don't know what that does, but it does something. So I mean, one last kill for the road. One last did. Well, there's that. Oh, why knows? Why do you do this to me? Why must you do this? Was that a turnaround or was? Yeah. Everything's been going well. Might head off from here for the night though. Take care. Have a good rest of the stream. Glad to see you've been doing all right. Well, relatively. I do not have. That is not the case, Guzma. Don't be saying stuff like that because that's not true. Open it up. I saw someone once. Doesn't mean that. That does not naturally mean that. It could be. I mean, not like it's impossible. Open it up. Many pew-pews. Many pew-pews. We've gotten most kills on team twice in a row and it's still losses. Big sad. Gonna go out, win one, and then I'm ending stream. It's gonna be the case. It's going to be the case. Everything is pink now. It's all pink. But back here again. I do wish that, you know, there's more map variety today instead of it just like being 2 maps. Hey, you know. Yeah. Too excited. Yeah. I am getting out into the world. I'm trying to freaking go out and meet a whole bunch of people and stuff. Open it up. Like, hopefully the thingamabob from Comic-Con, going around meeting a bunch of people from the thread, might wind up being a whole bunch more people that I know now. A bunch of new friendos, for example. No! Gosh dang it! Obi-Wan has the advantage. No! Oh dear. Oh dear. Many pew-pews. What the heck is going on here? Good lord, what is happening in there? Kind of hard to tell where they are sometimes. Going pink. Okay. Splooted. Pew. I thought those white marks were just like uninked spots. That's honestly what I thought that was. Oh, there was a person there for a second. Oh. This is what I thought for a hot ticker. For that area there. Alright. It's all orange now. Make it all orange. I have a good feeling about this one. Got a pretty good feeling about this run. Case. I still don't really know what that does, but I'm gonna put it down there for funsies. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, well. Well. A few. Time to die. Did so. Yeah, we're being very aggressive with like how much we're pushing forward with the with ink here. At least I got them too, I think. All right. Oh yeah. Whee! Away we go! Okay, well, that didn't work out super well. Is there anything at the beginning here that we haven't quite gotten? It kind of looked like it on the map a little bit. Just for the sake of this last little smidge here, I'll just clean up a little bit. Let's see. Yes. Pew. Pew, pew, pew. Anything's coming over to me. Seems like. But down to whatever the hell. Whatever it does. Okay. I splatted bomber. Wipeout. Oh, we took out all of them. We've totally got this one. This one is 100% in the bag. There we go. Alright. Look at that person chilling up there. Look at that. Look at that there. Bam. Oh, there's like stickers and stuff. It's all cool. All the stickers. Flatly in. Bam! There! Victory! Heck yeah! Just in case I use that for I don't know. There we go. Cool. Alright, well. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. We won one. We won a thingamabob. Nice. Should I say you level up? Congrats. You know, you can use the shell and license. You gotta shine new weapons. Well, you can. Square and check out Ammo Nights. Happy shopping. Can I get a magic conch shell? First play of the day. Sure. Try it out. Got a drink ticket. Wow. So, I might come back to this game to do the other player content there. Yeah, I'll make sure you visit Ammo Nights after you level up. I have new stuff in stock. Yeah, we'll leveling upwards. Your shell and licenses will buy you even more weapons. Yeah, that. If a DLC comes out for this, like happened with Splatoon 2, then I would for sure cover it when it comes out. Would for sure be the case. As for the rest of the single player content, it's a hard maybe. It's possible, but no guarantees. So it is possible that this might be like the final part for now, the final stream that we do. Or maybe I'll feel spicy and come back and do like some of those other single player levels. Or maybe we'll do like a community Splatoon 3 multiplayer night or something at one point. I don't know. Maybe. I will give it a big and see if like people are interested in that, you know. We shall see. Now as a DLC in that manner will come out in the future when they did this Splatoon 3. Oh, okay. So when that comes out, there will for sure be like some more parts by like then at the very latest in that case. So for sure. I like how there's a little straw in the tank there. Pulling the ink up. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess there will for sure be some more Splatoon 3 in the future. Just a question of like when. Case. But for now, I'm gonna grab some foods. I'm gonna wrap up the night. I'm gonna be up early for school tomorrow. And yeah, oh, big stretch. Alright. Well, main story of Splatoon 3 is done, and we've done like some multiplayer games to show that. And I totally won like every game that was played. All those other ones that happened before, they didn't happen. So I don't know what you're talking about. It was just that last game that happened. So hope y'all enjoyed the perfect 100% win rate, since the last game is the only one that happened and there weren't any other ones at all, because that would be silly. Take care, and until next time, see ya.